Hey guys, so I've been playing around with comps for a bit for Extreme 2, and I think this one could work, and this one works pretty well as well. For this one, it felt very RNG based. I got to like, I think turn 40 something, and I almost cleared, but then like two people died, and then the run was over. But it is possible, it's just really RNG based. I found this one to be a lot more consistent, so I'm going to show you guys this one. I did get the clear, but I haven't gotten the 2-star clear yet. I do think 2-star clear is possible with this comp. I think it's very doable, but you do need to play it very well if you want to minimize the RNG. In terms of recollections, I think this one is almost needed, honestly. This one's not needed at all. You can bring Visit Fukuoka if you want. I think even some of the SR ones would work, even though it again require better RNG. And this one's really good too for the event one. I just don't really have materials to raise it. But yeah, I'm bringing this because it heals and gives some ult gauge, and that helps minimize the RNG a little bit. This one is also not required. You can bring the Mahito Soap and Bubbles one if you want. That one also gives you curse energy back. Or you can just bring Visit Fukuoka. It's nicer to have cursed energy regen on Hanami because it lets her get more skill 3s off and charge up her cursed energy better. Having these recollections will definitely reduce the RNG, but these two are not required at all. Wish from the Past is pretty much required in my opinion because of those really emergency situations. If you don't have it, it might be kind of scary sometimes. Toji does not have to be A2, he can be A0, that's completely fine. He's not really here to do massive damage, right? The only reason I'm bringing Toji is because he's very tanky, he doesn't leave, he has a self-heal, and also this Hanami, after he uses his domain, he does get like an 80% physical damage taken debuff that gets applied, so Toji can help add a little bit more damage in those situations. Okay, so we're just gonna save curse energy in the beginning. It doesn't really matter what you do during the first section of this phase 1 because I mean you just have to get to the later parts and then your rotation really starts to matter. Okay, so still saving cursed energy. No reason to use anything yet. Okay, now we're gonna start using Kaito's S2. And we're gonna heal. Okay, let's just use this because why not? We're gonna domain. Now one more S2 from Kaito should help us full tank this. Let's see, he has the, yeah, I'll use this just cause. As you can see, we take no damage thanks to Kaito. Now we're just going to combo ult on these two. Hanami's domain is going to be used a lot to cancel Mahito's domain so that Mahito can start charging his ult again. Okay, now we're gonna start DRing. Now we can get ult gauge again, so we start charging again. Okay, we'll use one of these. Okay, we're just gonna combo ult. So when Hanami starts getting low, that's when you have to start thinking about what we're gonna do next. So it doesn't really matter for right now. What happens right now is not really relevant, but you just have to start at least thinking about it. So we're gonna combo it with these two again. The idea is to not finish off phase 1 until Mahito has his ult full charged, and then Hanami and Kaito have as much CE as possible. So how you have to do your rotation kind of depends on what your team is looking like in that scenario, right? So your skill order won't be exactly the same skill order that I use, so you'll have to kind of figure that out on your own. So we don't want to kill her anytime soon, so we're going to start using skills that do less damage. This one. Okay, we can use some of these DR. Mahito can start charging ult again, so we're gonna do that. Go back to using skill 1. Okay, now we're gonna start using stuff on Kaito again. Pop this. Now we're just gonna charge up curse energy on Hanami. We're not gonna use any of her skill 3s. Start hitting with this. Okay. So we want Hanami to have as much curse energy as physically possible, and then Mahito to have ult by the time we domain. JJK, okay. Alright, so we're gonna try to kill this turn. Actually, I think next turn is fine. One more round of curse energy regen. Let me think. Yeah, I think I'm going to... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna kill this turn. This is just to make it so that I can tank her ult better. So how you do this part depends on your team again. So kind of have to figure out what kind of rotation you need to make it so that this exact scenario kind of happens for you. So we're going to use his domain. We can use this, it doesn't really matter, it's going to be back up. Now we're going to use one of the DR abilities. The reason you don't want to use our Hanami's domain here is because if we use our Hanami's domain, she's going to ult and then she's going to cancel our Hanami's domain, which drains all of our curse energy, right? And we don't want that to happen. Okay, perfect. Now, she should have... Yeah, so we're going to use one of these. This helps reduce the RNG a lot with this kind of rotation. Oh god, it's so unlucky. But I'm alive somehow. Okay, we're gonna pop this. Okay, we're gonna start DRing on Kaito. Okay. So we can use this. I think we're just going to... Yeah, let's ult for now. Okay, we're gonna DR. Once you can start getting ult gauge, we're gonna start using Kaito's S2 again. So that's now. We're not going to use Mahito's domain, we're going to use Mahito's domain to cancel Hanami's domain. Okay. Really wish he'd stop hitting Kaito. Okay, we should have near 100% DR here. Let's pop this again. Okay, so now we're going to combo ult on these two to cancel his domain. Okay, so we're gonna conserve Hanami's domain again because we want to make sure that we can use it to cancel her domain. S2. Just go here. Pop this. He was put a damage dealt decrease on us, so we're gonna wait till that goes away to use Toji's ult. I don't need to use that yet. Use this. I think I'm going to... No, I'm not going to DR yet. Okay, I'm going to save some curse energy because I don't need to use it too much right now. Okay, I think he can start, yeah, he can start getting ult gauge again. So we're gonna use this. DR once. Okay. I'm going to heal, hit DR once. This fight sucks, guys. You have to be really careful at every turn to make sure that you're using the right combination of Kaito and Hanami's DR while also maintaining good curse energy for both. It's really rough. So right now she has 30% from Hanami, 30%, so I don't need to use anything on Kaito for now. But so I'm gonna save curse energy on Kaito. Or actually, I will... Yeah, I'll save curse energy on Kaito. And then Mahito can start getting ult gauge again, so we're gonna do this. So she domains here. Does no damage because of 3-stack Hanami debuff. Now we're gonna DR with Kaito, and then we're gonna... What is this? Oh, I have no curse energy. Okay, we'll cancel it next turn then. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing. This might be a problem. Okay, we're fine. Let's see, this puts 27% damage dealt decrease. Right now she has 30.1, 30.0. We have 1 stack of this. 30, 60, 85. Okay, should be okay with not using this. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, she has the physical damage taken increase debuff, but we're gonna wait till this goes away. So 2 turns. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna DR once. Okay, we're gonna hit normally here. And then we're going to DR once again. Okay, now we're gonna DR again, and then we're gonna combo ult on these two because he finally lost his or the debuff switched, right? Or this buff switched from physical technique to curse technique, and we still have this, so we're gonna use this. So that Toji can do max damage. Oh, I guess I should have realized that I was breaking, and I shouldn't have used my DR there on Kaito. But that's okay. I'm actually gonna pop this here, so I can get some curse energy back. I'm not gonna use anything yet. Okay, we're gonna start DRing now. Okay, nice. Now we should, with another stack, yeah, we should have 100% DR with this. So we don't need to bother using Hanami's DR. That's fine. Okay, one more. Oh, we can't get ult gauge yet, so we're not using that. Okay, now we can start getting ult gauge again, so we're going to use this. Alright, now we're going to overwrite his domain with our Hanami's domain. We're going to pop this. Right, now our Kaito can conserve curse energy, and then our Hanami can use her DR instead. We're gonna ult on Toji because right now he's still in his curse technique resist phase. Okay. Now we're going to ult. We don't want to use this because, again, when Hanami loses her domain, her curse energy gets set to 0. This is kind of dangerous here. I maybe should have DR'd on SR Kaito instead, but we'll see. Okay, now I can start DRing on Kaito. Pop this. Oof, scary. Okay. Let's see, we still can't get ult gauge. Okay. Over here, we can start getting ult gauge, so we're just... Oh no, what am I talking about? I'm still in my domain. Okay. This should be okay. Perfect. Alright. Now I think we continue to DR, to be honest. This should be okay because this puts a... Yeah, this should be okay. Oh, I can't ult. Okay, never mind. We're gonna use this. Okay, now we're gonna hopefully be able to ult. Yeah, nice. Okay. We're gonna go for a stun. And Mahito can get ult again, so we're gonna self-heal and use that. Nice, the stun hit. I don't think it would have mattered, but it's good that it hit. Now we take the enemy Hanami out of her domain, and it should be a 2-star clear here. Nice, so she's debuffed. She does have this buff, but I think... Yeah, I think I'll be able to push through it. Okay, not yet, but we're almost there. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, that's a 2-star clear. It looks like it does work. Of course, this is a high investment team, right? You need to have... Well, first of all, you need to have TOJI. I don't know if any other unit works here in this team besides TOJI, because he's the only one that I can think of that does physical damage and is really tanky the way he is and doesn't leave. Let me go over the idea behind the strategy again. And then let me also talk about the recollections and everything too. Oops. So I'm not going to bother with this third mission because I don't care about this at all. I do know that something like this could definitely work. And if you don't have Geto, you could probably use blue Megumi. Or if you have blue Yuji, I think he's probably really good for this fight because he's blue and he's physical, which this boss does have a weakness against in some scenarios. But this is way more consistent in my opinion. But this strat does require TOJI. It does require Wish from the Past. Probably requires a slight gap and SR Kaito relatively invested into with these skills. And then, yeah, these two recollections, I think they're extremely useful and really nice to have, but I really doubt that they're required for this strat. I don't think they're required. It just makes it so that the RNG is a lot more pleasant because you have her DR up more often and you have his ult up more often. Even if you don't have her DR up that often, if the boss just targets Mahito or TOJI, you're usually chilling because he can dodge. He can also dodge, and even if he doesn't dodge, TOJI's really tanky, right? So these just help lower the RNG by a lot. They're not required by any means. If you think that a 100 cubes is worth bashing your head into this fight over and over again without these recollections, then you can do it. But it's gonna be rough. I'm 100% sure it's possible without these recollections. But yeah, if you have them, they're perfect. I talked about the idea behind the strategy during the video. It's mostly just canceling their enemy Hanami's domain with your domain as well, as well as conserving as much cursed energy as possible when you don't need to be using it. So clearing this with a 2-star requires a lot of on-the-fly strategic thinking. You know, I can't make you guys a perfect 61 turn rotation, right? So just take the ideas from my video and do your best to apply them, and you definitely can clear. I hope this was helpful. Bye guys.